Hello, beautiful souls. How are we all doing? I thought I would update you on my journey because a lot has been happening in the last 4 days. It's only Wednesday, but things started happening over the weekend after my healing session. I always feel like the healing session opens some massive flood, the gates to the flood, and all the emotions just erupt. So this week I've been working with emotions, with regret, with fear, with anger, with denial, sadness, a lot. So what I thought was a business crisis, it's actually, I know it was it is a spiritual awakening. So of course, there's so much more than just business, but the business is an extension of who I am. But it's definitely more existential crisis. I started questioning myself again. Who am I deep down? And you know, why am I here? What do I really want? Is the life that I've built so far really what I want, truly want? And I have been connecting more to my body, because I have been bypassing my emotions a lot lately, and my body. And my message, what I've been getting, is that you know, I've been working towards 7 figures, and so I've been obviously embodying 7-figure earner and, you know, business owner. And you know, I realized that I have been influenced by social media, the big yachts, and I realized, and I've always known this, I've always known that if I become a millionaire, it would never be about things, because I'm not materialistic, and I know that deep down. And it would always be about impact, about spreading more wealth and giving it to people who don't have it, you know. So I've always known that. I've always known that I would be massively into charity work and building my own charity. So I've always known that. That's always actually been my goal. But for some reason, I feel that I've swayed, and I was like, you know, when I started seeing coaches in yachts, I was like, yeah, why not? I want to have luxury as well. And I think that's not really me, but it started creeping into my psyche. And what I'm learning right now is strip back from all this conditioning, and really, who are you deep down? And although I'm super exhausted, so I've been so now I feel, you know, last time I had spiritual awakening, I quit 9 to 5 and the whole matrix of corporation. This time it feels like I want to quit society. And I've asked myself, I said, is that right? You know, should I be living off grid? Or is it just me being exhausted? Because obviously when we're exhausted, we want to just escape. We want to, you know, we want to be close to nature. And my soul spoke and said, you know, you're not going to be living off grid. Come on, you're not that kind of girl. You do like comfort, but your role is about intertwining those two worlds, natural, wild nature, into normal day-to-day life, and finding balance. So it's all about that. I've also realized that I'm all about simple life. I love living simply. You know, it's not about actually luxuries, it's about simple life. And what I mean by this, it's being connected to nature, listening to Mother Nature, listening to the wisdom that is all around us, feeling grounded, feeling connected to yourself, feeling connected to something greater. But also, life is about enjoyment, enjoying every single moment. It's about appreciating every single moment and being present. So I've really, in my head recently, I've only been in the future. It's all about the future. And I realized that I've been building my life around future, you know, so it's future proof. You know, let's get this house, it's a great investment, let's buy another house for my child, we need to buy another house for another child, you know. And for me, it was all, you know, about securing future for my children. And although I'm nearly there, I've realized that's not my role, you know. I really want to live in the present moment. And I was so good at this last year, but this year, the last 3-4 months, I've lost it completely. So for me, it's understanding that, and really getting it, that it's all about being present. And my healer was speaking to my guides, and my guides gave me amazing task, and I'm doing it here in the forest, to really tune into my senses and working with one sense at a time. So, you know, hearing, so close your eyes and just hear, and really hear and deepen those senses. So for me, my lesson right now is to how to really be in your body, how to feel, how to expand your awareness and consciousness. So that's my role now. And I've also realized that because I've been creating programs when I was flying high, you know, I was at really high frequency, And I've realized that actually my programs might have been, you know, I have not really been teaching basics in terms of how to be present, you know, how to enjoy your life, how to follow pleasure, how to follow joy. Because for me, I was breathing it, I was living it. So for me, it's like, hey, just follow joy. And people will be like, yeah, but how? And of course, I would coach them around it. But I've realized that I think the universe is taking me all the way back to basics to show me exactly step by step how I need to be teaching clients and how I'm going to be taking clients on a journey. Because if you don't get the basics of the lifestyle and your whole alignment, if you don't get the basics, the energetics, right, you will never create a successful business or impact, right? So for me, it was difficult to teach the basics because I was not aligned with them, because I was so much higher I'm not talking from ego here, but this is a lesson I'm learning, right? That it was just too like not high end, like it was just, you know, I'll get into alignment, just need to get into alignment, but how, you know? And although my clients, you know, they had to get into alignment to attract clients, so it did work, but I'm being shown that I need to be very step by step. It's not straight into alignment. It's like, you know, there's so many steps that to help people embody this work more and to really feel it, you know, to really become the person they want to become. So I think I'm being showing, and obviously I'm going through this experience, because if I go through this experience and I'm documenting it and I'm creating content as I'm going, you know, this will help my clients in a long run. So that's the realization I've got this week. We'll see what this week brings. I realized yeah, I'm moving one step forward, 10 steps back. So it's extremely frustrating, and I'm still working with frustration. And because I feel like you should be way more ahead. You know, you shouldn't be here. You've been here so many times before. Like, get going, girl. You know, so I have that negative thought and very critic voice. And so I'm trying to, again, learn how to be more compassionate, loving, and giving myself space. You know, we do need to remember that this is not a season's work. This is a life's work for us. So something that you'll be teaching, that you are creating right now, you know, let it bloom, let it, you know, have deep roots, so you know what you're doing. So don't rush things. That's my lesson, another lesson, so many lessons. And it's okay to take time. It's okay. It's funny because I'm not actually feeling financially pressured, which really I should be, really. But it's not about financial pressure right now for me. For me, it's just like, I want to progress. I want to see progress. I've always been about, hey, with my clients, it's always been progress. Let's do it. You know, but it's more about, you know, it's something deeper this time. So in a way, I'm curious, and I'm curious to see where this journey leads me. Because I know it's going to be massive, because I don't think I've ever had such a massive spiritual awakening as this time. This time it feels so much harder, so much deeper, so yeah, just harder. So, and they say, you know, the hardest breakdown is the biggest breakthrough. So I'm waiting for the breakthrough. I feel like I'm getting breakthroughs every 2 days. It's all piecing it together now. So yeah, that's my lessons. Let me know what you guys think. How are you guys feeling? Are you going through a similar thing? Let me know what you guys think. If this is helping you in any way. I'm sending you lots of love. Bye, guys.